Get into it. Soul Not for Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. We have a Tucker Carlson guest that I believe has made a very correct prediction about what was going to happen if Donald Trump won the presidential election, which he did. Thank God. Number 47. But this gentleman's prediction is scary, and seeing it play out in real time just 24 hours after Donald Trump has won is very alarming. The gentleman's name is Mark Halperin. Sitting down with Tucker Carlson. This is his prediction. Check it out.
Let's say Trump wins 3 weeks from today. Mm-hmm. What happens? The Democratic Party as you said, a lot of Democrats, maybe the majority, believe that Trump becoming president again is the worst thing that ever could happen. So how do they respond to that?
I say this not flippantly. I think it will be the cause of the greatest mental health crisis in the history of the country. I think tens of millions of people will question their connection to the nation, their connection to other human beings, their connection to their vision of what their future for them and their children could be like. And I think that will require an enormous amount of access to mental health professionals. I think it'll lead to trauma in the workplace. I think there'll be some degree of
Are you being
protest.
serious?
100% serious. 100% serious. I think there'll be alcoholism. There'll be broken marriages.
What?
Yeah. They think he's the worst person possible to be president, and having won by the hand of Jim Comey and Fluke in 2016, and then performed in office for 4 years and denied who won the election last time, and January 6th, the fact that under a fair election, America chose by the rules pre-agreed to Donald Trump again, I think it will cause the biggest mental health crisis in the history of America. And I don't think it will be kind of a passing thing that by the inauguration will be fine. I think it will be sustained and unprecedented and hideous. And I don't think the country's ready for it.
So mental health crises often manifest in violence.
Yeah, I think there'll be some violence. I think there'll be workplace fights. There'll be fights at kids' birthday parties. I think there'll be protests that will turn violent. I hope they're not, but I think there will be some. But I think it will be more. It'll be less anger and more a failure to understand how it could happen, like the death of a child, or your spouse announcing that your wife announcing she's a lesbian and she's leaving you for your best friend, like a something that's so traumatic that it is impossible for even the most mentally healthy person to truly process and incorporate into their daily life. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen for tens of millions of people, because they think that their fellow citizens supporting Trump is a sign of fundamental evil at the heart of their fellow citizens and of the nation. That's how they view it.
Well, that's very heavy.
Yeah. So that's one thing I think will happen. And then I hope that Trump handles it well. I hope that he recognizes both his responsibility and his self-interest, and that he chooses in his words and in his cabinet and White House appointments, nominations, and in his initial legislative agenda. I hope he sees a confluence of interest between minimizing that mental health crisis and the success of his presidency. And I think he might.
Man. All right. So I got about 20 clips to show you right now of his prediction being very, very true. This seems to be everyone's favorite. This is a favorite of everybody's. Check this one out.
I'm sorry. No. Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad? I'm sorry. No.
They have to understand that the hatred and the scream is one thing, but understand this. It's not that easy to set up your phone right behind the steering wheel the way she has. So that took some very focused, and you had to be gentle, and then got out of the car, got back in the car, and started to scream. I'm just saying, think about that process that I just laid out. It's a little psychopathic. You could be very gentle, very premeditated, nice and calm, out the car, back in the car, absolutely raging lunatic. I'm just saying, like, that's scary. I'm telling you, this gentleman is not far off in his prediction.
My sister came in here this morning and seemed kind of hesitant, but told me that her and my other sister voted for Trump. Naturally, I'm like, what the f***? Why? Because obviously, I'm a member of the LGBTQ plus family and Latina and a woman. So it's like, yeah, you're a cisgendered woman who's married, and these things might not affect you, but what about me? I'm just so devastated. Yeah.
Sarah, you mean Sam? Yes, Sam. I just don't want you to hear it from my husband because, he's very outspoken. But we voted for Donald Trump. She just falls on the bed. Okay, just relax. We just didn't want communism, okay? We just didn't want communism. She's like, what about me? I wanted some communism. Can I have some communism? I don't want to go to China for the communism. I want the communism here. Oh, man. It's a really interesting thing to see taking place right now, man. People are shooken up. This one is crazy. This is nuts.
I might wake up in my sleigh.
On Disney Plus.
Y'all, like, why are y'all Trump supporters?
Child, let me remind you that he has been president before. And
I might wake up a slave. Hey, I assure you that's not, I think that's not how it works. I don't know though, because my wife is white and then all of a sudden she's like, can you take out the garbage? And I have to do it. And I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Is that what happened? Is this because of Trump? No, you're my husband. You're supposed to take out the garbage. Oh, is this how it's going to be for 4 years? This is how it's going to be for the rest of our lives. You're always going to be the one that takes out the garbage. And then I go to bed like that other girl. I'm just crying, making videos. Oh my gosh. I find that especially funny because I have a comedian friend, Dino Archie, and he's been waking up. The dude from Chicago, he's been waking up. And there was a video where in a comedy club, some guy comes up to him and says, when Trump wins the election, you're going to become a slave. And they get into it, this wild back and forth, but it's just so silly. Some white Kamala, dude for Kamala guy says it, and I'm like, okay. But then to see some black woman actually crying, being like, I'm afraid to go to sleep because I'm going to wake up a slave. Let me tell you something. If slavery is coming, you should get your rest. They're tough days ahead. I'm just saying, get your 8 hours, get 9, because there's tough days ahead if that's what's happening, guys. You know what I mean? Tuck in early, because believe me, we're going to have to be up really early, guys. Kidding, of course. Here's another one.
With more rights than I have now is a pretty crazy feeling. Knowing that what we're about to go through means the possibility of me losing more of my rights, and that being a real threat is insane. If you weren't scared this election, you have so much privilege. Knowing that I was born with more rights than I have now.
Listen, somebody get her a couple of slaves. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's crazy because, you know, look at the mental gymnastics of all of them together. So the black one thinks that she's going to be a slave. The white one's like, if you're not scared, then you have so much privilege. I'm not scared, but obviously in the black one's mind, I'm going to become a slave. And the white one is crying, and she doesn't even realize how many slaves she's going to have on her hands soon. She's going to, you know, she's going to be able to do all sorts of things. Oh, it's so crazy. These are just jokes, people. And honestly, the biggest joke is the people who are perpetuating this. And of course, MSNBC. It's funny because these women, you know, nice makeup, look nice, pretty, you know, she's not like this one that just rolled out of bed and was like, the first thing I'm doing before I shower is make a video. She's not like that one. She's done up. But they're the same type of people. She just has a bigger platform. Listen to what MSNBC is saying about this whole thing.
Huge divide over people who are college educated and not college educated. And if that is the case, what is different is that you could be seeing a realignment about the base of each party. And there are warning signs for everybody here. But if the working class, non-college educated voter is now increasingly a Republican voter, Democrats have to rethink the way in which they sell their policies that absolutely benefit working class Americans and in a targeted fashion. I think when it's all said and done, what you're going to see is a huge divide over people who are college educated and not college educated.
Just wants to call us stupid so bad. Just wants to call us all dumb so bad. College educated and not college educated, okay? You're gonna have to figure out how to actually speak to these people. Like, ew, like, look at her, like, look, this disgust on her face. Like, these people haven't been to college. Oh my God. It's so crazy. Here's one of them. It's funny, you know, she's talking about college educated people versus non. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb on this one. This one right here. Listen.
Hate me so bad. Since y'all hate me so bad, I hate y'all. I hate y'all. And I hope every single policy touch y'all. I hope every single policy touch every single one of your family. I hope it do. I hope it do. And for the people who lied, I know y'all lied. I know y'all just went along with the follow train because y'all didn't want to be called out and singled out. But y'all lied. I hope it touch you too. I hope it touches you too. And for my people who voted for that, there's a special place for you. I want you to know the ancestors, I don't care if you believe in that or not, they gonna get you. They gonna get you. All of y'all. Since y'all hate me so bad, since y'all.
Do you see, like, she really starts crying real tears at the end. Like, this is weird. This is getting really, really weird. You know, there's a lot of people who are complaining about Kamala Harris. A lot of people, and I was one of them, that were complaining about Biden. But I didn't see it like this. You know? A lot of people just got to a point when it came to Biden, they were just like, this election, make sure to vote. And astoundingly, everybody did. But these people have something else in mind. You know? Going back to that Tucker Carlson interview, like, this is a real issue. This person seems like they would fight someone if they had the chance to. They are saying that my ancestors are going to come after me for the decisions that I made. They have taken over my ancestors. This is getting serious, guys. Somehow, she contacted my ancestors. I don't know how. I got some Cuban ones. I got some African ones. And I have some Scottish and Irish ones. And she got a hold of all of them and is now turning them on me. This is a very serious problem, people. Okay, let's move on to the next one. again, again, so premeditated. Walked in, set up the phone, nice, and just, set up the phone and then just started to go nuts. It's very, very interesting what's going on here, guys. I really do believe in what Mark was saying in that interview. There is a mental health crisis going on. And I don't know how it's going to be dealt with, because here's the thing, right? These people don't know about Project Mockingbird. They think things like that are conspiracy. They think that they're not real. They think nothing like that is happening today. Whereas a lot of people on the right, they know about Project Mockingbird. They know about all these things. They know how the media operates. This is somebody here who does not know how the media operates and fell for everything that they said about Trump. Every single thing. So it's turned them into this. I don't know if they can just watch Trump be a good president. I mean, they saw it 2016 to 2020, and it changed their opinion none. So if they see it from 2024 to 2028, I don't know. Is it going to change their opinion? Hamas has already called for a stop to the war as soon as he got in office. Are they going to is any of this going to really jive in their mind? Like, oh, it's because of this guy who's in office. I don't know. It's really, really strange, But I mean, it is a crisis, but I mean, I wouldn't worry about that guy too much. I mean, I can send my wife out to fight that guy. She'd be fine. I wouldn't even check. I put my feet up. Play with the baby a little bit. She'd come in after 2 minutes. Is he gone, honey? No, I knocked him out. For sure. Easy. This one's a joke, but I had to play it. White dudes for Kamala right now. Just in a bathtub. Just crying. Okay. Next video. That one was a joke. They're at some kind of retreat. It's some kind of men's retreat. That's Let's move on to an actual one. Let's go.
Walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids. And she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes.
Just so part of a fight club now. She just looks at someone and they nod, like they're both at the fight, the Trump derangement fight club. They just both nod at each other because they both know what's going on. Hey, you just saw a lady. That's all that happened. Rest assured, you only just saw a lady, and the lady nodded at you because that's what people do. Don't worry. I've just been seeing people, and I saw a man and he said hello to me, and the way he said it, I could tell he was just so distraught over Donald Trump. These are real tweets. These are real tears, ladies and gentlemen. These are real tears. Oh, Joy Bayard. Let's hear what she has to say. I'm sure she has something great to say.
Well, it would help if we could regulate social media, because one of the biggest offenders is D.C. and Congress have not been able to do one thing in regard to the rogue corporations of social media.
It's not going to get any better with Elon Musk now in the administration. I want to think critically.
Wow. So they're like, listen, this is crazy. They've been thinking critically. You know what we should do? We should censor social media so they can't connect to each other and tell each other what's going on. I think that's these rogue social media platforms. Rogue social media platforms, as in plural. Instagram is not rogue. Facebook is not rogue. Google is not. These are not rogue platforms that you're dealing with. They're fine. They're fine. In terms of the administration, the current administration, they're fine. they're doing what they're told from what I can see. I don't know what you mean. X, yeah, it's rogue. So obviously they want Elon Musk arrested. I understand completely. You know, I would too if I was Joy Bayard. What's her name? Joy Bayard? Is that what it is? I don't care. I don't really care. Let's go on to the next one.
What the f***?
Guys, you gotta understand, she's black and gay, and now she's living in Trump's America. Oh, God. Because it's different. Once Trump takes over, it's different. It gets uncomfortable for those people, I guess. I don't know. It must. I mean, I'm black. I mean, I'm here. It feels fine. It actually feels rather light. You know, it feels nice. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not black enough. I know, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm not black enough. Ever since my credit has gone past 750, it's like, I might as well be a white guy. I mean, it's a privileged life, I have to say. Again, these people have an actual issue going on in their minds. This woman feels like because she's black and gay, something's going to happen to her. Like Trump is going to do something to her. Like he's going to call for something to happen. But if you listen to people on The View, like Whoopi Goldberg, she said Trump's going to separate interracial couples. You know, he's going to put people in camps, referring to American citizens. I guess that would be your reaction. I don't know.
At the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. Mm-hmm. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Well, I think it...
You know what? I think she's right. I think all of those black and white and Hispanic and Indian and Jewish people that voted for Trump are just racist against Indian, black, and Jewish people. Because that makes sense. That makes sense. Look at it with a straight look. You have to look down after you say some stuff like that. Again, this lady, the only difference between her, and you know, the only difference between these people is that these ones get paid an enormous amount of money to do this. And these ones affect these ones far more than they would ever like to admit. This woman is affecting this woman far more than Donald Trump is. And they should be ashamed of themselves. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm gonna laugh for the rest of the video, of course, but I'm just saying, you know? Listen to this. This is a 4-minute clip. Jeez, people are finding a lot of these.
I hate you, you orange pumpkin. You just caused me one of the most important people in my life. My dad. Donald Trump, I hate you. You will never be president again.
You don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
I can't believe Trump's...
Yeah, that's amazing that woman's crying like that. She's like, my friends are gonna be slaves. And I'm gonna wake them up so early because I have so much yard work to do. Oh my God, it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, these people really think something's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on with that dude. I'm not even showing that. Oh, that's the slave lady. Okay, somebody put together a solid... Oh, let's see this guy. Oh, this guy's sad. Look at that. Looking up into the sky, holding his phone. What? No. Guy's crying like he's at church.
Over the pain of this situation, and then
hysterically crying the next minute, watching so many people come together and women from I go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too.
You feel happy? You don't look happy. And she's talking to me. She says she feels this way too. I feel really happy. You don't look like you're happy though. You look this is crazy though. Like, this is gonna have to be studied. Whoa, so demonic. Nope, we're not doing that video anymore. That was way too demonic. I don't even want to hear what she was saying. Wow. And you know what? I mean, let me put the tinfoil Speedo on. You got to understand, some of this is demonic. Just so you know. It's a lot of people who are distraught and everything. But some of what you're seeing with these people is demonic. I'm just saying. Tinfoil Speedo on. I got it on tight, you know. I'm a large, but I wear a medium because I want to look real, you know, I want to be a little revealing. But I'm just saying, some of what you're seeing is demonic when you're seeing these people. I'm just saying. Let's get into it.
How did we get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
All I can say is how dare you?
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala and you live in one of the states that it was, you know, close, or if you didn't vote, you.
Senate race. It's not gonna happen. Go Kamala. Will be returning to the Senate. I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you.
How the is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
So sounds like he's about to start singing. Let me hear that again. Such a theater kid, such a drama kid.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you.
I'm done with you. I'm done with your mother and father and your brother and cousin too. Oh, I'm done with you. That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like he's doing. Oh man, let's go on to the next person.
I'm sorry to all my friends who are Trump supporters. But y'all don't understand how scared of this man I am.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone who feels threatened by him is scared. Like we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends.
How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means for us as a people.
To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying.
How the are we back in this same situation again? Who the is voting for him? Genuinely.
You. I don't want to hear about how shitty your life gets under his policies. Live with that decision. Sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable.
I'm fine. I was sitting with it today. I was just, I was relaxing. It felt nice. Went to the backyard. Let the air touch my feet, you know? No socks on. It felt good. I don't know. I've been sitting with it. Feels great. I did a 7-hour live stream. I was sitting with it the whole 7 hours. It was great. I don't know. I like it. I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. This lady looks very happy. I'm going to go out on a limb and say she's going to say something very positive.
And I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years, in protest and protection of your bodies. As we know, if that little baby inside you gives you any trouble and you need an emergency health care, you're and you're gonna die. I think that is sufficient enough reason to stop having sex. Don't you agree? This vote wasn't a vote for Americans. This vote was for men. And unless we want to become the Handmaid's Tale, then us women need to protest, because this is some buttery bull. I'm sorry to the women and minorities who aren't going to get the help that they need in the next 4 years. I'm sorry for the people who are impoverished, who are just going to keep dying from starvation and lack of healthcare.
Just starvation and lack of healthcare. Just doesn't know any of the issues at all. Doesn't know anything that Kamala was about. Knows nothing that Trump was about. Hasn't looked up a policy or a website or anything. Just barely even watches videos. Can't even be bothered to watch TikToks. People are dying of starvation and lack of health care, and that's what's gonna happen. And Kamala was gonna fix it. No, man. And easy for her to say, telling ladies not to do anything for 4 years. Hey, that's gonna be a cakewalk for you, buddy. But you can't be doing that to other ladies out here who are, pretty and stuff. I'm just saying. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying it's a little easier when there's no offers. You know what I'm talking? You know what I mean. Anyway, let's move on to this lady. This is a great example of what this gentleman was talking about. Because this woman not only is going through it herself, she has indoctrinated her kids into it as well, which is very sad.
Harris did not win.
Who won?
Trump. So
Take a breath.
Yep. So today may look a little different at school. Okay, there are probably going to be friends who have questions, right? I'm sure your teachers are going to, I think, we currently
just scared her kids so much, because those are kids. If you're doing what most parents do and you go up to a kid and say, who do you think is going to win presidential election? They're going to go, what's that? What's that? If you go, well, Trump, they'll be like, what's a Trump? You'll be like, Kamala? Kamala? Is that a cartoon? That's what a normal kid will say. Unless you've indoctrinated them into some stuff. Then they're going to start crying. Why would those kids be worried about Trump? Why would they be worried? Why? She made them worried. Absolutely ridiculous. And then at the end of it, she does this.
Do
you like these?
Are you sad?
I'm very sad.
And now you're crying.
What do you think a kid's going to think? Mom starts crying over Trump. They're not going to like Trump. Like, good Lord. Oh, this one. Oh, God. Is this one the last one? No, you know what? I'm going to play her first, and then we'll go to the actual last one.
Not that my content reaches a lot of men because I have an IQ of 130, but I want the men in this country to know that half the female population, we're dry.
Hey, you don't have an IQ of 130. I know you don't, okay? I'm going to pull it back a little bit, but you're lying.
The female population, we're dry. We're probably going to stay dry. I'm dry as a desert, baby, and I don't want it to change. Yeah, we're not going to like you anymore. You understand that? Like, it doesn't matter if you take away abortion. Like, we'll want to have your babies even less, right? Even if you take away contraception, like, women are really good at celibacy because you guys are actually a threat to us. So we have a lot less to gain from you. So yeah, 4B all the way. Let's make some money, I guess. That's all we...
Yeah, you're not making any money unless it's on OF, okay? Let's be real. The IQ's not 130. It's probably more like 72, which is fine. You're very pretty. You're going to be fine with a 72 IQ. In fact, it'll probably help you a little bit. And worst way to describe yourself as a woman. Hey, I'm dry. Hey, are you a frat guy? Hey, I'm dry. Hey, Kim, you want to come out to lunch? You know what? Guys, I would come out to lunch, but I have to make a video about how dry I am. Are you guys dry? No, we were gonna go to Whole Foods. You don't dry? What? We're gonna go, Kim. Okay, I'm gonna make this video about being dry. It's just threatening, just somebody who's so worried about misogyny, being so misogynistic to describe herself. I'm dry. You okay, man? Go get checked out. Don't tell us about that. It's the last thing we want to hear about. Just announcing it to everybody, like as if everyone who's online has a chance with her or something. Usually, if Kamala got elected, I would have a whole lineup of people outside my house because I'm never dry. But because it's Donald Trump, Jesus. It's 36 minutes, this video. Let's go in. This is the last one. Absolutely wild.
Feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it shorter than that. Does it down, right? I think that this is too... It's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I got to cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Coloring my hair. Having my hair be long and luxurious. All that being skinny. Being hot. Being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them.
Wow, just got so racist. Just went from cutting her hair to just so racist. Wow, that was amazing. That was such a jump. She's like, I'm cutting my hair. Just, I just don't want to color it anymore. The patriarchy. And let me tell you something, black people. Hey, easy. And this person was like, minorities, people of color, they should all be siding with us. And if they don't, it's because they want to cozy up to the white man. Interesting. What's really inside of your heart, young lady?
Yes, scraps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. It's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. I'm just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you.
Oh no. Hey guys. This lady here, this one who just cut her hair off, she won't be responding to you. Hey, it's a sad day. Sad day for men. We got Donald Trump, but we lost out on this. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Let's see. That's how short it goes? Oh, my God. Good Lord. And guess what, guys? You don't get any of that now. How about that? They're dry and they're cutting their hair. How about that? Oh, man. So sad. But here's the thing. That's sad. This is sad. I don't even want to hear what she has to say. It's just the fact that she's literally cutting her hair with scissors and a razor with a clipper. It's so deranged. But this is what they're going through mentally. Nuts. Just nuts. Oh, guys. Guys, this is going to be going on for 4 years. So buckle up. Buckle up, you know? Christmas come early. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun ride, but honestly, steer clear of these people. I don't even know what to say, because you don't really know who it is. I mean, I don't know. Just don't get into altercations. That's all I can say. Just stay away from getting into altercations, because a lot of these people are feeling like they have nothing to lose. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. These videos, and believe you me, I could have showed you 30 more of these videos. There's so many right now. These people are actually melting down. There's protests happening in Chicago. I'm going to do another episode on that right after I get off of here. But this is real. This is real. Shout out to this gentleman right here. He predicted it. He said this is going to be the worst mental health crisis in American history. And honestly, I think he's correct. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Other than that, I'm out.